Hello guys, this is Harshad and welcome back to my channel Harshad CVS. Today we are going to discuss about very important and interesting subject called electronic measurements and instrumentation. This is the first lecture. Okay. Now in general we will discuss for some time what is called a measurement and what is called as an instrument. What is measurement? See, here I will give you a general example. Assume that we went to some provision shop. There we have ordered the shopkeeper to give 5 kgs of sugar. Then what he will do? He will take some amount of sugar and he will put it in a weighing machine. Okay, this is called weighing machine where our number of kgs are displayed. So what he will do? He will kept here and he will pour sugar here such that this weight will increase. By this example, we can clearly understand that measurement means it is a process of determining the value. How much value? It is a 5 kg. So it is the process of determining 5 kg. How much weight we have kept. To determine this, it is called a measurement. Then what is an instrument? Instrument is a device which is used to determine the value. This is an instrument, right? This weighing machine is an instrument such that it will decide the weight of the sugar. Okay. Now see. Measurement. Process of determining amount with standard units. In our case, what is the standard units? In our case, standard unit is a kg. So we will determine our sugar by using the kgs. Okay. Then what is an instrument? The device used to determine present value which is under measurement. What is the present value? Sugar. The weight of the sugar which is under measurement. Which is under measurement? We are having sugar under measurement. What is the value? Those values 5 kg. So 5 kg is displayed by the instrument. Okay? Yes. Now, in general, why we need to go for a measurement? In general, every parameter is analyzed by the process called a measurement. Example, assume there is a current. How we will read our current? We use ammeters. Assume there is a voltage. How we will read our voltage? By voltmeter. How we will read pressure? By barometers. How we will read temperature? By thermometers. Okay, these are the parameters. In order to determine the values of this parameter, we will go for measurement. Okay. Now, measuring is a monitoring process. Now you will get some more clarity about measurement. See, assume there is a thermometer with you. What thermometer will actually display? Thermometer will display the temperature of a body. By displaying temperature, what it is showing? It is monitoring our human body temperature. What does barometer will do? Barometer will monitor the pressure of some gas or some solid objects. Barometer will measure pressure and thermometer will measure temperature of a body. So it is continuously monitoring some process. Okay. Now, there will be always a need for improvement and development of a new equipment to solve measurement problems. 10 years ago we are having analog thermometers, but now we are having some digital thermometers. So there is a change from analog to digital. Why we are changing from analog to digital? In analog we get human errors. But in the digital, there is no chance of getting human errors. To reduce errors, we are trying to implant the new equipments. Okay. Next. Yes. The major problem in the instrumentation is error. Error is a general phenomenon that occur in any instrument. So while we are measuring, error is a common phenomena that occurs. So what we need to do? We need to select appropriate measuring instrument and measuring methods to reduce error. If we select appropriate measuring instruments such that our error is reduced. Okay, suppose we are getting 5. We need to get the required value as 5. But we are getting a 4.5. What is the error? Error is a 0.5. If we make a device such that the device reduces the error and gives output as a 4.9. Now what is the error? Now error is a 0.1. So now error is reduced. So we need to continuously invent the device such that our error is reduced. Okay. Now coming to performance characteristics. Why we need to study these performance characteristics? If we study these performance characteristics, we can select a suitable instrument for a specific measurements. This is why our barometers, thermometers came. For the temperature measurement, we use thermometer. For the pressure measurement, we use barometers. Like this, to study performance characteristic, we can select a suitable instrument for specific measurement. Okay, next. Yes, our performance characteristics are classified into two types. First one is static, second one is dynamic. Okay, so by using the performance analysis, performance characteristics, we can broadly classify into two types. First one static, second one is dynamic. Now see, static performance characteristics. In general, what is the meaning of a static? Static means which do not vary. Okay, the characteristics are considered for instruments which are used to measure unvarying process. Okay, see for example, if we are having a resistor here and we are giving to fixed voltage, then what we get? We get a constant current. This current will not vary until our voltage is varied. Okay. Now we are getting a unvarying quantity. To measure this unvarying quantity, what we will use? We will use ammeters. Okay. This is called unvarying quantity. To study these type of measurements, we will go for static performance. Okay. Under the static performance, we are having accuracy, precision, resolution, sensitivity, error. Now we will study about these terms. Okay. Now coming to accuracy. See, read the definition carefully. Degree of exactness or a closeness of measurement compared to desired value. Now assume our desired value is 5. Now we are getting 4.9 as our measured value. It is always a desired value. It is always a measured value. If our desired value is very close to, if our measured value is very close to desired value, then it is a highly accurate. If our measured value, suppose we are getting a measured value as 4. If our measured value is far from our desired value, then it is called a least accurate. Okay, it is called degree of exactness or closeness. How our measured value is close to desired value, it is called accuracy. Then what is a resolution? Resolution is a very important terminology that we need to understand. Suppose we are having a first term, we are having our one desired value as 5 and another desired value as 6. In order to change from 5 to 6, what are the smallest change in measurable value that instrument will respond? If suppose, to understand it, if from the 5, if I change my requirement to 5.01, my instrument will show 6. Or if this is the smallest change, if suppose if I am having my initial value is 5, if due to some circumstances, if my value is changed to 5.001, then my system automatically will show 6. This is the value that is decided by the manufacturer. Okay, such that resolution, see, I will explain in some more detail. Suppose we are having 5, here we are having 6, in the middle we are having 5.5. Now consider, if I am changing my voltage from 5 to 6 slowly, while starting from 5 to 6, I came to 5.1. Then my system won't display 6. Now I increase it further and I came to 5.2. Now also my system won't display 6. But coming to assume that, but coming to the 5.5, my system will display 6. So what is the least value that your system has responded? 0.5. By adding 0.5 to the previous value, my system has responded and given the value as 6. This is called a resolution. So smallest change 0.5 such that my system displayed a new value. Okay? Yes. Precision. Precision means measure of consistency. That is, successive readings do not differ. Example, while we are performing in lab, if I perform an experiment and I measure that current in the resistor is 2. Now my friend came and he also measured. At this time also current in the resistor is 2 for a certain fixed voltage. Okay. So successive, when I take reading successively, the reading value do not differ a lot. It may be differ by 2.1 or it may differ by 1.9. It may do not differ largely such that now I will get the current as a 1 ampere. It is impossible. Okay, that is here we are telling measure of consistency or successive readings do not differ. Now coming to sensitivity. Ratio of change in output to change in input. How my output changes for a change in input. This is called a sensitivity. For a small change in input, how my output is changing. This is called sensitivity. Now coming to error. Error means a deviation of a true value from the desired value. Now I will explain. See. Consider my desired value is 10. But my system is displaying the value 9.8. What is the error? Our error is 0.2. This is the error. Okay, this is what I have written. Deviation of a true value from desired value. What is true value? Which we are getting. What is desired value? Our desired value is 10. So deviation of a true value. How our true value deviated from the desired value? 0.2. This is called the error. This is now up to here in this lecture, guys. So guys, please like, share, subscribe, and if you really like this video, please share to your friends so that they will get benefited. Okay, thank you.